The boys from the Balkans had turned the site into a battleground. And there was other stuff going on.
Why has he been avoiding?
For whatever Oz knew, he wasn't telling us. Barry was worried his brother-in-law was bringing drugs in from Russia, using his business as a front. Oz was more worried about his son. We went to see him sing and found out he was a drag act. Oz didn't take it too well. Took it out on Granger when he tracked him to a grouse moor. Neville talked to the press when he should have known better. Naturally, she was a lass. Didn't make much difference because the whole bridge deal went up the spout. And our hopes with it. Help came from the most unlikely source. A Native American from Arizona wanted to buy the bridge.
You want to buy the bridge, Mr. Chief? Do we call you Chief, Chief?
Just Joe. Joe Saugus.
How did you hear about it, Joe?
Didn't fill the guys in?
No.
He told me. I thought he must have been on magic mushrooms or something, you know.
I put an ad on the internet.
Oh, yes, what? Bridge for sale? Like Ford Escort for sale or second-hand sewing machine, mid-condition?
Hey, it worked, didn't it? Bollock brain, he's here.
My grandson saw it. He's always on a computer.
Unbelievable. I mean, where'd you plug in a computer? In a wigwam?
Moxie.
Yeah.
Shut up. Excuse me, but can I ask you a question? What do you want to do with it?
The Indian nations are now independent of the federal government. We look after ourselves, our land, and most of our revenue comes from casinos.
Gambling.
Uh-huh. Let me show you something. My people are the Chocanoes. Our reservation is kind of squeezed between the Navajo and the Apache. Our casino is here. The highway runs here, but we've got the Crow River in between. It's a 50-mile round trip to get to us, so business is dying. Now, if we had a bridge...
Well, like I said in me email, Joe, we're open to offers. Wouldn't it be easier to build your own bridge? Shut your mouth, Neville. No, I'm not trying to talk him out of it, but the transporter is pretty peculiar.
All the better. Ever hear of Lake Havasu?
Isn't that where London Bridge ended up?
Yes, and everybody laughed. Nothing there but desert and a dam. Now they get 1 million visitors a year.
How much did London Bridge sell for?
$2.46 million.
When was this?
1971.
So, allowing for inflation over the last 30-odd years or so.
I wouldn't insult you gentlemen with an offer for less. I need to find a local attorney and see proof of ownership. But first of all, I need sleep. Took a red-eye from Phoenix, so I'm bushed.
You could stay at our motel. It's fully automated, quiet, very reasonable.
Mr. Saugus is not staying in that glorified vending machine. No, he will stay with me at the Drayford Manor, Relay Chateau, as our guest, gentlemen. Come. It's a bit extravagant though, isn't it? Yeah. Put Drayford Manor on our tab.
No, Barry's right. Gives us more cred, him being whisked off in a Bentley to a 5-star. Yeah, I did hear right, did I? I thought I heard the word million.
Yeah!
You did,
Mate, you would have to take into account transportation and erection costs.
I'm getting an erection just thinking about it. But I get it home to Brenda ASAP. Right.
Do you have a reservation, Mr. Sorgus?
Yes, he does. Yes, right next to the Navajos, isn't that right, Joe? No, he's my guest. Put him a double overlooking the croquet lawn. Bit of a culture shock, all this.
Sir, it's the furthest I've been from home.
Sting had an Indian over a while back. Yeah, though he must have been South American. He was one of those with a saucer in his bottom lip, here to save the rainforest.
I just want to help my people. We don't want to be millionaires or anything. We just want decent homes, education, healthcare.
And I'm sure all our lads would like to help you achieve that. They're a good bunch.
Here's your room key, Mr. Sorgus.
All right, I'll show you this.
Oh, Mr. Taylor, your wife rang about an hour ago, said it was urgent.
Oh, right, thanks. My mobile must be off, thank you.
Barry, what time did you leave?
Around 6.
Oh, you sneak off early and never say goodbye.
Sorry.
Have you say anything to anybody?
No, I haven't. Have you said anything to your brother?
Oh, no, of course I not talk to Caddy. Not before we talk first.
I'll sleep on it.
Barry, you got me frightened. You don't like being frightened. We have too much good things going on. I love you. Don't be stupid, pussycat, please.
I love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Он говорит, что еще думает. Если он пойдет в милицию, все пропало. И дом, и бизнес, и все.
Может убить его. Тогда ты получишь дом, бизнес, все остальное.
Убить его как?
Сделать так, чтобы это выглядело как несчастный случай. Машина попадает в кювет.
Не в Бентли.
How do you reckon on this one, Bob? An Indian rescuing the cowboys, that's the first.
Through us a lifeline, that's for sure.
Might even make a killing, mate.
That's not what Bomber's in this for. Came to be with his mates mostly. Though I never figured out why you three are handy with us old parts.
Well, I wanted to find out who my dad was at the start, but it's been a blast. I mean, I used to spend all my life in clubs, never saw daylight. But look at me now, zipping along in a rib, hard hat, wind in my face. I feel like Wesley Snipes.
You looks like him.
Very good. How much of that will they actually see?
Not your business. And remember, if we finish in 5 days, there is bonus. That was deal.
Hell, I've earned it.
Yeah, and they ain't killed each other yet, that's tremendous.
I use their hate. I tell each side they get bigger share of bonus if they finish before the other.
Welcome to the Chocanoe Nation. There it is. Yeah? Oh. Facts and figures. The Chocanoe Nation is one of the smaller tribes of the American Southwest. The reservation covers an area of 600 square miles, and the population is 230,000. Yes, it's real.
Bloody hell. Amazing. Why didn't you found all that out on that computer thingy?
Oh, you can find out what you like on the internet, man.
Bet you can't find out where Lord Lucan lives. Huh?
Well, let's have a look.
Go ahead.
Hold on a minute. Takes a little minute.
Okay.
(202) Avenue de las Haciendas, Montevideo, Uruguay.
Shit. Is there still a reward?
There you go.
That's the bollocks.
Hey, never mind the reward, Moxie. We'll all make a few bob if this deal comes through.
Yeah, we will, won't we?
I've got a question.
Oh, you usually have, Neville, and it's usually delivered in that poor-faced voice of yours, but how are you then? What is it?
Just wanted to ask, is the bridge ours to sell?
Well, it's fairly clear from the original contract that the bridge belongs to the Havisham Consortium.
The bridge did, yes, but now it's down. It's in bits. And when them bits was sold, that's when we were due our big whack.
It's when you due a commission, Oz.
Yes?
But it doesn't alter the facts. Whether the bridge is an assembled structure or on its way to the scrapyard, it still belongs to Havisham. Now, I can double check with Granger's lawyers.
No, don't flag it up to them.
You haven't banked the cheque?
Not yet, no. We were going to make our own deal. Would the bank give us a bridging loan? No pun intended.
On what security?
Well, the promise of a hefty sale.
Then, man, without deed of title, we've got nothing to sell.
We will have if we can get it off Granger.
You got a buyer?
Yes. Hey, Malcolm, we could cut you in if you like. If you could loan us the money we need, short term, we could pay you back double. Chance of a lifetime.
Who is it?
He's an Indian called Joe Summit. Not your curry type, I'm talking about your tomahawk variety. And his tribe need a bridge so they can get more punters into their casino. So.
Right. As tempting as that sounds, I'm going to have to pass on it.
How much do we have in the bank?
Well, once we've paid the final bonus and settled with local creditors, be under 10 grand.
What do we need?
Well, enough to tempt Granger, obviously.
Look, I know the way that bastard's mind works. And if he's offering us 50k, you can bet your bollocks that he's looking to make 100. So what I suggest we do is this. We whack an offer in a 75 grand and say, there, take it or leave it.
So we're 65 short then?
Yes.
Look, I know we agreed equal dues from square one. We're sorry to ask you, Barry, but...
Please, don't go there, Nev. Look, I really don't know where I stand financially, but with all these shenanigans going on in the family, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's all right.
What?
I'll fetch this spade.
Get your coat on, Moxie.
What for?
Oh, shit.
Well, it's rained since I last dug it up. Everything's all soggy and sodden.
£27,865.
Well, something to work with, huh?
That's me life savings.
You only stole it 2 months ago.
Do you think we should hold Joe off for a bit?
Yeah. Nev, why don't you take him out tomorrow and show him the sights?
The site at Middlesbrough.
No, man, the Yorkshire Dales. Hadrian's Wall, historical shite. It's a good idea, that.
Yeah.
This cash smells of Purcell.
Just been laundered, doesn't it?
Don't get... Yeah, all right, calm down. Thing is, I'm about to get on a train to London. Why didn't you call me later? That was Oz. They're returning my cheque.
Really?
Yeah, they want to buy the bridge, do their own deal.
I wonder, would you very much mind?
No, of course not. There you go.
If you're ever in Pontefract.
Very much doubt it.
Sometimes I think you have a switch and go on to auto charm.
Well, she bought the book, the least I could do. How well do you know Oz?
Oz?
So.
Hardly at all, why?
I can handle this thing in London. Go back, talk to him, find out what they're up to.
How?
Well, have a drink with him. You're a very attractive girl, Sarah. Big northern yob like Oz would be easy prey for your black stockings and Sloaney vowels.
I have tickets for the theatre.
Well, I can use those. I'm free tonight.
My grandfather's day, these dales would have been full of herds of grazing buffalo as far as the eye could see.
Neville, he's just joking. There's not much of anything on these dales since foot and mouth.
Nothing much where I live.
I suppose the white man kept most of the best land for himself, eh?
He didn't leave us with prime real estate, that's for sure.
Looked like they thought you were going to thieve their cattle.
We could use some. All we've got is coyotes, rattlesnakes, and jackrabbits.
I can't imagine what it must be like on a reservation.
No work, bored kids, and a lot of old men sitting around with nothing to do.
Sounds a lot like where we come from.
There you are then, folks.
Thank you.
You know, we get a lot of tourists up here in the summer. We had some Koreans last week. But you're the first of, well, of your kind. Do you mind if I ask what tribe you're from?
Chockannaw.
Chockannaw. Would you mind if the wife took your picture with me? I'd like to put it on our bar next to Ian Botham.
Sure.
You know, Dances with Wolves is one of our favourite videos.
No, I don't feel good about this.
About what?
Us keeping Joe out the way while the lads come up with some scheme to diddle him.
That's not what they're doing. They're protecting all our interests.
It doesn't feel right.
Hello.
Jeffrey, it's me. Thought I'd catch you before you left for the theatre.
Did you see him?
Yes, I managed to track all down eventually.
And what's the story? What are they up to?
They're not bright enough to be devious, Jeffrey. They just want you to assign them ownership of the bridge. I mean, it's only a heap of girders, for God's sake.
Well, they must have some deal cooking.
They have. Scrap merchant in Scunthorpe, or one of those places you refuse to go to. It's more about ego than money. They want to control their own destiny and not get shat upon by all those suits on your Havisham board.
Even suits like to turn a profit.
Anyway, I don't know the numbers, but they're going to make you an offer.
Ah.
Oz did say if you were a bungable person.
Vulnerable?
No, bungable. From the verb to bung, to offer an illegal or illicit payment.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm pissed off you.
Seems I'd even consider it.
Cash, was it?
Of course, cash.
Where did you see him exactly?
I just had a drink with him, as you suggested.
That's all.
Of course, I'm not a slut.
Sorry.
No, that really upset me, Jeffrey.
Sorry.
Hey, right little matter you are, eh?
Yes. I've been a jolly good girl. And I deserve treats.
Oh, that posh accent gets me every time. Hello, Den. We've just been nailing Granger's ass.
Not from where I'm standing.
So Granger rings up in the middle of the night from London, right? Fishing. So I say to him, Jeffrey, we're just simple working men trying to salvage a bit of pride here, blah, blah. But if you can push this Havisham deal through, there's 25k for you in your back sky.
And he went for it.
Why, aye.
Interesting he should contemplate a bribe, isn't it? In the light of his recent book that chronicles his moral and spiritual rejuvenation.
He's bent, man, he always was.
Say that again.
But the moment we get the ownership papers, we're going to have to pay out a cheque to Havishams for 75 grand.
Yes, Nev, I know that, but when we show them papers to Joe, he'll pay us an advance, won't he? What'll cover the cheque, what we've already written. Yes?
That's a bit dicey, isn't it?
No, it's fine, man. It'll be fine. As long as we keep our heads and hold our nerve, it'll be fine.
But hold on. This Joe's a good bloke. He's not some faceless multinational corporation. He's here to do right by his people, so they can buy a new schoolhouse or whatever.
Well, he can still do that, Nev. What are you getting at?
Well, he could do his own deal. I mean, he could write out a cheque for Havishams today and get away off home.
Neville's got a point. Since the word milling was mentioned, it's turned into a feeding frenzy.
Well, hang on, Bummer. I'm not trying to stitch him up here. He's going to get his bridge. But we've got to come out of this with something, haven't we? I mean, that's only fair.
Too right.
Well, I'm not so sure it is fair if we don't tell him the facts.
Well, hold on. Excuse me, but the facts are these. I conjured that Red Indian up with a cyberspace, and I've got Granger primed and ready to jump, yes?
I think we should all calm down, all right? I've always found, in business, there's a very fine line between altruism and self-interest. So why don't you just all sleep on it, eh?
You sleep on it, you wake up bastard and skint.
Caddy, what are you doing up here?
I drive to see you. Important things to talk about.
All right, Lev. Well, let's have a drink in the bar.
Oh no. Too many people. Let's take a walk, huh? It's more private.
All right. So what's up then?
I was very foolish about the business. I know that. I should have cut you in from the start. It's only right.
I wouldn't want to know about coke anyway.
Don't be stupid, Barry. We can make a lot of money, all of us. And it's no problems. We still use cars. Lev flies plane.
It's a problem for me. Spending the rest of my life in prison. If we get caught, that's the problem. Anyway, it's wrong.
I'm a reasonable man, Barry. I give you every chance to be reasonable too.
You're a criminal, Caddy. Plus all your Russian buddies using my business as a front. It's outrageous. Even my wife's in on it.
Are you going to be a problem, Barry? You know what Joseph Stalin said?
He said a lot of things, didn't he?
He said remove the man, and you remove the problem.
Yeah, well, I mean, those were terrible times, weren't they? He was a monster. I mean, thank God you're all democratised now.
Hey, Barry, what's up?
Oh, nothing much, Joe. This is my brother-in-law, Caddy, and his mate, Lev.
I ever show you that Indian knife I told you about?
No.
This is the one I skin rattlers with.
Talk later.
No, I was petrified, I tell you that for nothing. If it wasn't for Joe coming through those trees like Crocodile Dundee, I don't know what might have happened. I mean, they could have planked me and bunged me in the boot of my own Bentley. I've never seen the light of day again.
Well, you can crash here tonight, buddy, if you don't want to go back to the hotel.
No, I don't. No, thanks very much, Oz. No, I've checked out, actually. Yeah. I've got to say something. I'm with Neville and Bomb on this bridge issue. I mean, that Joe is a real gentleman. He's an actual genuine article, bona fide noble savage.
Oh, buddy, man.
I'm sorry, Oz. There's no way I'm not being straight and above board with that bloke.
All right. All right, we'll tell him in the morning.
I think there's something we should tell Barry tonight, Oz.
Huh? Oh. Right. Won't keep any longer, I suppose.
You two getting married?
I'm talking about your marriage, man. Are you sure Caddy is your wife's brother?
Of course I am.
What if he wasn't? Yeah? I mean, have you ever seen the parents?
Well, what has this got to do with anything?
Have you?
No, but they have no living family.
You met Caddy first, right? He introduced you to Tatiana, then you got married, and she became a British citizen.
Yes. Look, I'm getting very pissed off with the tone of this interrogation.
Look, Barry, this isn't easy for any of us, you know. Oz saw something.
I saw Caddy giving your wife a grope, right? And I mean, it was tongues, tits, it was a whole 9 yards.
Yeah. Where?
You know that posh hotel where you all had dinner with Granger that night, and I left early, and I was walking down the corridor, and wallop.
And you never told me?
Well, you cannot really tell a mate a thing like that, buddy.
Yeah, well, you're telling me now.
Because you have to know now, man. Before you get bundled into a boot and topped somewhere. Huh?
I can't take this in. It's devastating. You mean right from the start?
They've been taking you for a ride, pal.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, Joe.
I've contacted a local attorney, so I thought maybe later today we could get together with your legal people. Did I catch you guys in the middle of something?
We don't own the bridge, Joe.
I'm sorry?
The consortium owns it. They hired us to put it down and promised us a big bonus when it was sold. But it looks like it's been a con from the start.
We weren't trying to shaft you. It's just that, well, we got shafted ourselves and we're just trying to salvage something from the wreckage.
Truth is, Joe, you could give these people £100,000 and the bridge would be yours.
100,000.
If they thought you wanted it for scrap, sure.
And you guys would get what?
Jack shit.
You're all working guys, aren't you? I can tell by your hands.
I'm a DJ, actually.
If I buy the bridge, I still have to figure out how to get it home and what to do with it.
Get the drones. No good to anybody else.
Why don't you bring them with you?
Bring them where?
Arizona.
Arizona? You mean like America?
Why not? You fellas have been sandbagged. Don't you want to put that right? You tore down the bridge. Who better to put it back up?
Joe needs us to wire him $200,000 to close that deal in England.
That's a lot of money. Has he sent you a cost breakdown for transportation and building?
He's working on it.
Don't you think it's a little too early to write him a check?
Why do we pick Joe to go there? Because he's our chairman and he has our trust. He's asking for this money because he believes this thing can work.
What does the medicine man think? Are the omens in our favor?
The pound is 135 to the dollar.
Buddy, what is this? Who are these people?
My friends in the north. 2 of them have been here already, actually. Witnesses to what I witnessed.
That's right.
I have to cut in 5 more assholes.
6 more assholes.
Are there more people in the house?
No, we reckon we're enough.
So, what do you want? No one's going to get cut in, paid off, or backhanded. It's over. All these little schemes you and your so-called sister have been running are finished.
What do you mean, so-called sister?
When I come to look at you, you don't even look like family.
How can you say this, darling?
Please, don't bother Tatiana. Adultery or incest, it's a coin toss. You still screwed me 2 ways till Tuesday. Got you over here. Beautiful home. Everything you could want for. But it wasn't enough, was it?
Did you do so bad? My contacts make you rich man.
Aye, and your drug dealing could ruin him, yeah?
I have the proof, and I have witnesses. So I could go to the police or the customs, and I pretty well might just do that.
If you do, they take you down too, you know?
I thought about that. I didn't care at first. I was so gutted by what you two had done to me.
Barry wouldn't go down. Not if he gave evidence against you two sleazeballs.
Stop this bullshit. Barry, what is it you want?
Well, I want a divorce. That's a given. And I want you both out of here. Go back to Moscow or Monte Carlo or wherever it is you secreted your ill-gotten gains. Just get out of my life!
Ну что ты тут стоишь и пьешь? Ты же большой человек. Позвони своим друзьям, скажи им, чтобы они сделали.
Что я, по-твоему, должен сделать? Прибить их всех, закопать в подвале?
Сын?
Раскрой глаза, ты дура.
Не смей так со
I
мной
don't
говорить.
know. Never learned the language, did I? I was sick of the bloody sound of it, to tell you the
Ты не дура, ясно?
They're trying to work out the odds.
Oi, there's no to talk about, pal. All you have to do is pack, right? You and the tot.
Barry. Barishka, let's talk about this alone. Just you and me.
No way, kidder. Steel yourself. Remember Godfather 2. You know, where Diane Keaton begs Al Pacino not to lock her out of his life. And what did he do? Close the bloody kitchen door on it.
Don't worry, Moxie. There's nothing more to say. Actually, there is one more thing. I need the use of your mate's illusion.
What the hell for?
I've got a load for it, actually. You swing that, you got a deal, you're free and clear.
Я не могу в это поверить. Господи, Боже мой!
Будь про это. У нас нет выбора. Okay. I do this. I do this for you. But I have to tell you, buddy, you are making a very, very big mistake.
Well done, Barry, lad. That couldn't have been easier.
Nice one, Barry.
Yeah, man. You stood your ground.
Are you all right?
I'll keep an eye out, just in case.
Good lad.
Harry, what's an illusion?
Yeah.
Oh, it's this big Russian transport plane, and Caddy brings the larders in on.
What do you want one for?
Take the first load of steel to America. Give you a head start while the rest follows by sea.
Good thinking. Oh, brilliant, Barry. Hey, let's get that bridge out there, lads, yeah? And get the bugger up.
Yeah. What's up, Bob? You all right?
I'll be all right.
Hey, you're burning up, man. This isn't one of those attacks that put you in hospital the other week, is it?
Stop fussing, Dennis. I just need a break.
Listen, if you've got health problems, you know, it might be wise you going on this trip.
No, I'm fine, right? And I don't want the others thinking I can't do my share. Listen, Dennis. I just want to be part of something. Part of, you know,
like it used to be. It's important.
Okay. But take it easy, yeah? We've done enough today, man. Don't get your head down for a bit, eh?
Hello.
Hello. You okay? You look a little frazzled.
Oh, I'm just knackered. I got my hands dirty today. Did the sale go through?
I signed the papers this morning.
Listen, you've been great about all this, Ben. And the rest of the guys think so as well. So I've been delegated to take you out for a bite.
Can't. Havisham have a big PR briefing tonight.
Does that mean Granger's in the building?
He's meeting me here any moment.
Well, you knew I was coming, didn't you?
Yes. I want to watch him wet his pants when he sees you.
Ah. Haha.
So, do you think you'll be in America in January?
With any luck. Why?
Well, I'll be in Aspen. We could get together.
Aspen? Me? Oh. I'd look a right fixture on a ski slope.
Oh, I was thinking of après-ski.
Steady. I'm getting a bit of a tingle in the trouser department.
Upstairs, please.
Yes, sir. You're celebrating, Jeffrey?
Oz, good Lord, what are you doing here?
What do you think?
I just want to point out, if you do anything foolish, they'll have you back inside.
I'm not going to chin you.
You're not?
Ah, I'm a changed man, remember? I read your book.
Look, I want you to know, I don't feel good about the scrap deal. Some American nipped in, had to go with the highest offer, obviously.
Obviously.
And you had your chance, Oz. You had a cheque for £50,000 in your hands, and you turned it down.
I know. That'll haunt me forever.
So, you didn't come here to extract some childish retribution?
No. You see, Jeffrey, I believe there's like a grand plan where people like you bollocks up other people have to account for it. Now, sooner or later, you're going to end up back in jail because you're just too damn tricky and larcenous to stay out. And when that day comes, there won't be an Oz around to help you when you drop your soap in the shower. And I'll see you in Aspen.
What did he tell you?
Nothing? Why?
Well, he obviously knows something I don't. And what's this about Aspen?
You off? Sooner than I thought. Bomber and the kid have organised a football game to celebrate our glorious achievement. Serbs versus Kossovs. Jesus. Be safer on a Saturday night in Belfast.
Is that where you're off?
Nearby. Got a sister with a caravan in County Antrim.
Well, why are you there? Could you do us a favour?
Depends.
You know that dismantling sequence you showed us, what do you call it when it's, the other way around, when you want to put the bridge back up again?
An erection sequence. No jokes, please. I've heard them all.
Well, could you do us one? We'll pay you, like.
What are you up to?
Loads. Not important. Nothing.
How'd you be paying?
Cash.
Where did you get this?
I sold me cello.
So, Joe, me and the boys have talked it over, and the only way we can see this working is on a cost-plus basis, whereby we keep all the receipts and the worksheets and what have you, and whatever the final cost of the job is, we would add on 25% for ourselves. How does that sound?
That might be a little rich for the tribal council and the bank. Maybe you'd like to consider 15 plus an incentive.
Incentive? That's what Granger offered us.
I'm talking a piece of the action.
Action? What action?
A percentage of the increased revenue from the casino. Over, say, first 5 years. I might be able to swing that by my people.
Well, I'm pretty sure we can swing that past walls. You got a deal, pal?
Ты организовал для них самолет?
Да, организовал. Ты в порядке?
Когда посмотришь на это место, ты увидишь меня. Я сделала этот дом. Это мое творение.
So, where are you off to next then? Any idea?
Yes, we work on a farm in
Lincolnshire?
Yeah.
Very flat. So, you're gonna be okay though, eh?
I will.
Do you like our sister?
Oh, yeah, very much. Very sweet girl.
Why not marry?
Huh?
We all live together. Live in your house. A family.
No, I can't. Me, you're already married. 3 daughters. That's my wife there with the oranges. Sorry.
Nah, full marks to the bomber. This is Boston, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sport has a wonderful way of breaking down the barriers of prejudice and hatred, doesn't it? It's like the Christmas Day truces in the First World War, you know, when the Brits played the Jerry's of footy in no man's land. One of those shining moments that reminds men of their common humanity.
Hey, it may be a shining moment, buddy, but that was a hell of a late tackle.
You get up, you're off, come on! Stop it, come on! Alright, that's enough, that's enough!
It's like a Newcastle Sunderland derby. Happy days.
You missed a few red cards out there. You win, that's worse than Celtic and Rangers, man.
Red cards? They need a water cannon and Antigua.
Here, Wyman, nip out there and ask him if we can have our ball back, son.
Barry? You okay?
Empty hangers. That's all that's left of me marriage.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Been through it twice. Me and you, both my wives combined, wouldn't be a fraction on Tatiana's hangers.
She liked to shop. I know that it's for the best. I know that I've got to look to the future and move on. But if she walked through that door right now,
I'll give her a bill for the hallway. Looks like Tombstone on Saturday night.
it's only broken glass and bullet holes, Dennis.
Petrifying. I don't know how we ever got off the ground.
But I told you not to bring that extra case.
Oh.
Have you flown in one of these before, Barry?
Once. Flew a military contract all the way to Vladivostok, can you believe? I don't know why I didn't fly British Airways to LA, have a stopover. Get a tan and spend a couple of days stalking Jennifer Lopez.
So you wanted to be with your mates?
Oh, that's the reason, yeah, of course.
Twisters of one. Oh, he's done us again.
You should limit your stakes, you know. Nothing busts up friendship faster than gambling debts.
It's just pontoon, man.
Just think of where we're going, the bloody casinos. With craps tables and blackjack.
Aye. Sammy Davis, you know, he owed the mob so much in Vegas he had to perform for a whole year for nought. Imagine that every night. Gonna build a mountain, yeah. They never put the piss in.
Who told you that?
He did. Used to get doing the fighting cocks in Chestnut Street.
Ah, you tell me he ended up sitting there. Stick. Here one. And again. And again. Oh, I don't believe it.
It's a funny thing, the brain. I mean, when you have a crap, there's a smell, right? But as you sit there reading the paper, you don't smell it anymore. The brain blocks it out. But if you leave and go back in, you smell it all over again.
What's he on about?
I think he's trying to tell us to give it 5 minutes in there.
Welcome to America.
Hey, Joe. Hey. All right, Joe.
Why did we land on a military base?
Nearest runway long enough to take the beast.
Is that the only reading matter you bought?
Yeah.
About 19 hours, a son.
I'll do the crossfades.
11, 12, 13. Whose is this box?
Those are presents. Joe said we should offer the tribal council gifts. It's a traditional Native American thing, evidently.
So what do you get?
A dozen commemorative football mugs, changed various, sewing kits for the ladies, and some pot purees from Crabtree and Evelyn.
Well, that should keep the smell of fried bacon at the tent.
Right, lots of paperwork taken care of. Joe's got trucks standing by, so they're going to be offloading the steel all day. So let's go, huh?
Britannia, marmalade and jam. 5 Chinese snacks and rice, oh bang, 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 bang.
there's our casino.
We're almost there.
But down there is the Crow River. Everything on the other side of the gorge is the Choctaw Nation.
But it's over an hour to drive there, right?
That's right. That's why the casino is dying. With access, we can revive it. Build schools, hospitals, roads.
Is this where you want to put the bridge, Joe?
Yes. The geological reports are good. The soil can take shafts. The span is only 20 feet more than in England.
You're the experts, lads. But now that we're here...
Remember the day of my funeral?
Aye.
But I took you all out onto the banks of the Tees, and I showed you the transporter bridge, remember? And I said, remember, Nev, I said, it's monstrous, it's gargantuan, it's outrageous. That's the whole point. And you all thought I was off me pot then, didn't you? Well, we'll do it for you, Joe. Us and the Choctaws, side by side.
There's a motel down the road. Better get some rest. Be fresh for the tribal council tomorrow.
Hey, we'll be part of Indian folklore then. Might even make you an honorary chief, eh?
Aye. As long as I don't wear the headdress down the fighting cocks, eh?
Shit.
It's awesome.
Picking out a mess of blues. Show me where I start. Find a horse and cart.
I haven't seen anything except the motorway.
I'm just a country boy.
Yeah, but we're all totally knackered after the flight, Pat. Yeah, so we're stopping in this motel overnight. We'll be on the reservation tomorrow. Hey, you've packed all the wrong socks, mate. It's over 100 degrees here. I'll buy myself some t-shirts when it comes.
Well, I've wanted to see America all my life.
Yeah, and here we are. And if we pull this off and get paid, I'm gonna buy a convertible and travel all over. Hood down, wind in my face, burning up the freeway. Magic.
Aye, I was always saving up to come to the States, mate. Florida. There was always some other reason to spend the money, you know. Houses, kids, maintenance.
I've been to Florida. I broke my toe at Disney World.
Do not attempt to cowboy this place until I give the word.
There she is. Thanks very much, Carmen.
Hey, you know our name already.
Well, I was inside earlier and we introduced ourselves. Then we're Carmen.
Hey, you want to watch him, Pet? He's not that jet-lagged, you know.
Is there any chance of some pretzels or something we can nibble?
Can get some trail mix if you like.
Oh, love that, my dear. Whatever it is. It's great to talk to a real human being again, isn't it? After that manky motel in Middlesbrough.
Guys are so not from around here.
What's she mean by that?
I'll tell you what, mate.
What? Oh, absolutely.
Area's clear. I got an eyeball on all 7.
You diving?
Oh, watch him learn.
He won't do it. John won't do it. Go on, man.
Don't move! Now listen to me carefully. You are surrounded and you have no escape.
What's that? He's never talking to us, is he? I think he might be, lads.
Stand up! Put your hands on your head!
Don't worry, lads. They obviously think we're somebody else, man.
Oh, jeez.
All right, on the deck! Hands outstretched, now!
Cleared customs at the airbase.
Look, if you want to see our credentials, you can ring Joe Saugers at the Choctaw Reservation. The number's just in my pocket round the corner.
Sir.
Yeah.
Be quiet.
Captain.
What is it?
It's Caddy's revenge.
You understand the term trafficking? Because that's what the feds are going to throw at you. Carries a mandatory sentence of 20 years.
It started.
Hey, Barry, you know what? If this was Big Brother, you'd be the first one out that door.
I should be so lucky.
You like the ladies, don't you, Nick?
No more than most.
Oh, I think you do.
Knowing those 7 hapless loons, they'll probably find a way to cock it up. And if they don't, I have a couple of cards up my sleeve.
I just thought you'd like to know the police called round today.
He looks like Deputy Doug.
Nuts to the lot of you.
No!
Do you want to be with me?
No, thanks. I was just good.
I think you do.
Ever since your funeral, my life's been unravelling like a ball of knitting wool.